During this video segment, I want to show you and explain the difference between district-wide fields and individual teacher fields within Curriculum Track. If your school is maybe a larger school system where you have multiple teachers that teach a course, for instance, third grade science, notice there are 5 teachers. And second grade science, let's look at that one, has 6 teachers that teach this course. In order for your school system to have a very cohesive curriculum map, each of your teachers will share this same map. However, there may be times that your teachers want to put in some of their own content as well. In other words, if I go to the curriculum map for second grade science, and let's go ahead and open that. And you see the fields here. First of all, the units, the map itself, all 6 of those teachers will have in common. So if they log in and go into Curriculum Track and go to this course, they're all going to see the same units for this course. And they'll see the same benchmarks attached. Notice they have some integration. They have skills and objectives, assessments, and activities. All these first fields are what we call district-wide fields. And what that means is if I edit this unit, notice it says district, that means it's district-wide. Likewise, is this one as well. Likewise, this one is as well. So if I go in here and if I make a change and I click Save, then all 6 teachers that teach this course would all see that change. However, let's go ahead and edit again. And you'll notice the last field here called Activities says individual teacher, whereas the others all said district. And so what that means is all 6 of us, whichever one edits it, will change it for the other 5 teachers. However, in this one, this is unique to me. I'm logged in as Dan right now, and so Dan can come in here and he can make a change and click Save, and it's changed it for him but not the other teachers. So notice that here's the change that he just made. Notice also for individual teacher fields, you should see, as long as there's another teacher that entered content for activities, you'll see this magnifying glass, which allows you to view the staff entries from the other 5 teachers. So here's my content as Dan, but notice Laura has some activities, Dylan has activities, and it looks like the other 3 teachers haven't entered any activities yet for this unit. So now, if I log out as Dan, and let me go ahead and log in as another second grade science teacher again, Dylan Smith. And I'll go ahead and click Login. Notice I'm logged in, and he also teaches second grade science. If I click on the map there, let's click Open. Notice the change I made here is here. But notice it does not have Dan's content in this box, but instead it has Dylan's content. Again, Dylan can click on this icon and he can see all these items. He can see what Dan put in and Laura put in and he put in, but he won't be able to edit their content. So it's a way in which you can also all put in your own content in a field, and yet it's only editable by you. One other thing to mention here from a permission standpoint, if you have lots of teachers that teach the same course, you're a large school system, you may want to consider making 5 of those teachers curriculum viewers and just one of them a curriculum editor. Because as a curriculum editor, they have the ability to add, update, and delete units. Notice there's no link here for add or to edit the units and time frames. So as a viewer, I can click edit, but notice I can't change any of this content, whereas I can change this. And so forth. However, if you make this individual a curriculum editor, I'll go ahead and quick change them again so you can see what that looks like. So I just made that change. Let's go back here once again. And now notice that Dylan, because he's an editor, has the ability to add units. And also notice that Dylan, when he clicks on this edit, can edit this content. And again, if he does this, it's going to change it not just for himself, but it's going to change this for Dan and Laura and Cheryl and all the other teachers, the other 5 teachers that teach this course. Whereas in this individual teacher field, he'll make changes only for himself. So again, I got into that a little bit deeper because I started talking to you about the difference between a curriculum viewer and a curriculum admin when they teach a course. However, my primary concern was to explain that a district-wide field, one teacher changes the content, the other 5 will see that change and deal with that change and abide by those changes, so that you want to be more careful. Whereas if it's an individual teacher field, the teacher can put in his or her content and still be able to see the content of the other teachers that teach that course.